Let me just get first comments from Siddharth. What did you think of how Mr. Krishna handled his press statements when he came back, particularly his strong defense of Mr. Pillai today when many wondered why he kept quiet about it yesterday?
I think he defended the contents of whatever Mr. Pillai said without entering into the question of whether it was useful for Mr. Pillai to have publicly articulated those contents. I think that in judging what's happened in this, in the two press conferences or three press conferences, I think we need to separate out the very, very negative optics, very bitter, acrimonious, I would even say boorish language that the Pakistani foreign minister used yesterday and today, from what are the substantive issues that are separating us. And we got a sense of it in Mr. Qureshi's press conference today, when he, in a sense, said that India was being selective. India wanted to have meetings of trade secretaries, culture secretaries, sports, etc., but was unwilling to discuss what he called the core issues of Kashmir, Siachen, and peace and security. It would have been nice if Mr. Krishna had been asked questions on that, because this is really the substance of the issue, right? I mean, tu meme, trading of charges, all of this is par for the course in Indo-Pak diplomacy. But I would be curious to know exactly what negotiating hand Mr. Krishna went into Pakistan with, and whether indeed this was the deal breaker. As things stand, we don't know of any schedule of meetings that have been agreed other than the foreign ministers meeting again in November, and I don't think that's a good thing.
All right, I wanted to ask you and Tom Vadakan this. Was it wise of the Home Secretary to have gone public about what David Headley has apparently said?
See, at this point of time, if we study the statement of the Home Minister, Home Secretary, he has not stated something that was unknown.
It's never been publicly articulated.
What was stated by Headley is something what he had mentioned, and I think it would strengthen the purpose. The objective was to strengthen the whole exercise. But I think what is happening here is the entire foreign policy discussions and the various discussions that happened there is being showcased in a press conference. The foreign minister of Pakistan was not addressing the media. He was like, it was more of a courtroom drama, where he was trying to present his case, and he was trying to present his case in a witty manner, which he thought was witty, but I think this is not part of the foreign policy exercise. Because when he says that the foreign minister was busy getting notes or busy on the telephone, I mean, these are gimmicks which I suppose is played to the gallery. But let me be very clear and candid. Mr. Krishna, our foreign minister, had a mandate from the Prime Minister of this country and the Prime Minister from Pakistan. He has an agenda. What happened in the meetings is what was important, not trying to showcase what happened at the press conference.
But you know, here you have a top bureaucrat attacked at a very public press conference by the Pakistani foreign minister. There's been criticism of why Mr. Krishna did not say anything and why he kept quiet. Should he have said something? What he said today at the airport, should he have not said that yesterday at the press conference?
But I think that was an ideal thing to keep quiet on that, because that would not have given us an opportunity to compare the level at which the foreign minister of Pakistan he was doing a comparison which didn't need any defense at that point. The clarification came on a question that was asked at the airport subsequently. I don't think that needed any defense, because the comparison was not required at all. I mean, in fact, the foreign minister of Pakistan was doing something which was not really done.
So you're saying that Mr. Krishna didn't need to stick to that level?
I don't think it needed any defense at all.